The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki's News.
Alrighty, here's what's been trending overnight in the Google searches. Nationals and Liberals in reconciliation talks after shock split. Well, that didn't take long. Just days after announcing he was blowing up the coalition, Nationals leader David Littleproud has confirmed crisis talks could lead to a breakthrough. As a result, Liberal leader Susan Lee, or Lay, does she get lead or does she get laid?
Lee.
I think it was Lay. I think it's Lay.
I heard Lee, but I don't know.
They're all getting laid. Anyway,
This is breakup sex.
Well, yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're all getting laid. I think they're trying to put it back together again. So they're delaying announcing their front bench because they're still in negotiations. So who did I say? Bob Hawke didn't like it, but he's not alive. It was John Howard who said this was a stupid move, and I think a lot of people agree.
A stupid move to get back together, or a stupid move
to break up.
Right,
like
he
everyone
sort of
just
stepped
went
in and said, "What are you doing? You two are so good together."
You two are good together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bob Hawke would have loved it.
Don't throw it away. It's been a long time they've been together. So anyway,
We can fix this.
Yeah,
I will try to fix you.
that one.
We don't have problems. We have opportunities.
Bitcoin. Okay, so this is a bit crazy.
Now, what's going on with Bitcoin?
It's gone ballistic.
What's it up to now?
Okay, the asset hit a record high yesterday of 110,524, believed to have been driven by a wave of optimism. Yeah, that's a lot over cryptocurrency legislation in the United States. Experts have hailed the surge as a major milestone. Bitcoin is now on track to reach US 160,000 by Q4 2025 and US 1 million by 2030. I wish I got on the Bitcoin wagon. I invested in something, XLMs or something.
Like what? So everyone goes, I bought it 83 cents. That can't be right. If it's now worth $100,000.
I went to a Bitcoin pajama party once to learn about it. It all went over my head, and now I wish I'd stopped drinking and actually listened. Anyway, there's a lot of people. But can they coin in, like cash in on the coin?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. This is like earthworms doing physics right now.
All I know
isn't it?
is that Lutzi and I have been here for 20 years sitting out on that balcony at Tenerife. And when we started 20 years ago, there was nothing here. It was barren. There wasn't a shop. There was nothing. And us two morons have sat here.
Yeah.
Well, the whole suburb has just boomed for 20 years.
Yeah, we could have bought a paddock. Which is now...
I just love that instead you get up at Sparrow Fart in the morning and talk when you could have like a real estate portfolio and be on choppers and islands.
Yeah, we could have bought a
instead
paddock.
of other people's choppers and islands.
We could have bought a paddock where influencers now sit in ice rooms taking photos and all that sort of business, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of people who own a paddock,
Go on.
Tom Cruise eats popcorn really weird. Now, I saw this last night and it's gone viral. He has been captured throwing popcorn into his mouth at a movie theatre, and some people are commenting he has spent so long acting, he now does exaggerated movements in real life. Have you seen this?
No.
The way he eats popcorn?
No.
I'm trying to find it.
He kind of gets a handful, and then one at a time, he kind of opens his mouth and chucks it in and then chews really rapidly. It's so weird. It's like that dog that's gone viral where it kind of opens its mouth for a snack each time. So it goes chop, 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 ah.
I'm just looking at it now. And there's going to be people imitating that
Yeah, that's weird.
all over the world.
Anyway,
That's strange.
finally in news, Travis Kelce has a hairy back. So, pictures of a shirtless Travis Kelce are going viral for all the wrong reasons. New pictures have emerged of a shirtless Kelce from behind, revealing his hairy back, and the internet is grossed out by the pictures of a previous dream man.
Mitch has got a hairy back.
Whoa.
Well, you got to have something to hold on to. I think.
What are you doing back there?
Bend over and I'll show you. No, but
Oh, dear.
I've
that
got
even
nothing.
mean?
That's not over enough.
No, but I've got nothing against a hairy back. Imagine, like, everyone's turning to George Costanza. They're finding something wrong with everyone. It's annoying. Like,
Well, Mitch got his back waxed one day on the show.
Oh,
didn't he,
really?
Mitch?
Yeah,
Mitch?
did. Yeah. Not too long ago. Yeah.
Travis could do that.
He could, but you're saying, are they still together? Travis
Yeah,
and
they're still
Kelce?
together.
So T-Swizzle's a fan of the hirsute, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the hirsute.
Is that what's
Yes,
flying up the
hirsute.
internet? No one would have thought that Taylor Swift was into hairy men.
No, probably not. She probably, Yeah, because she's always had the pop stars and the actors who are always, more feminine than her, I guess.
Another NFL.
All right, it's all coming out today, isn't it? Anyway, that's Nikki's news.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, I've noticed there are some sticky fingers within the studios here at Nova. For example, I remember I told Alicia, I said, I keep getting really cold in the studio. She said, I'm going to get you a Nova jacket. And I went, that'd be brilliant. She said, I'll put it on the back of your chair. She put it on the back of my chair. I never actually saw it because it was already gone before I came in. Plus, there are hats going missing. There are towels going missing. There are things going missing. But I don't blame anyone because I have been known to be a sticky-fingered person in the past. That doesn't sound good. What do you like to say? It's better me than you boys say that. Do not isolate that. Have you guys ever stolen anything?
Well, I feel like you're kind of accusing me of stealing your Nova jacket and a couple of hats.
There's only four of us in the, basically six of us in the building when these things go missing. So it's probably
I noticed there's a Nova jacket in one of the control rooms that I've never been in as well. I walked past, went, oh, there's one there. But beyond the studios, have you ever stolen anything?
Beyond the studios, I was going to say, if you work in radio stations for long enough,
everything's free game.
Come on.
Because I opened this up in the kitchen.
Back in the day, Nikki, I used to host a trivia night down at either Helensvale Bowls Club or Burleigh Bowls Club, like on a Tuesday night or whatever. And I'd work at 4BC and I used to go and raid all the shows. Like if Greg Carey hadn't given away some CDs, they were mine. Thank you.
Well, there was just a room. Like a prize room.
Yeah,
remember?
A prize cupboard room. And you'd go in there and you'd get like a John Law's CD to give away and all the rest
It wasn't
of
great stuff, but occasionally...
You were stealing John Law's CDs.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Well, you just steal whatever you could to give away as
Or what
prizes.
if you go to an event? For example, I went to, and I shouldn't say I'm proud of myself, but we went to this swanky polo event down in Melbourne and they had the Moët Chandon. Was it Moët Chandon or was it the Verve? No, I think it was Moët Chandon glasses. They're orange.
Oh, yeah, the orange
The plastic ones, the outdoorsy by the pool ones.
Sometimes they have gold ones, but they're still that outdoorsy kind of plastic.
Well, I stole them
the
from
races
another.
They have them, yeah.
Yeah, and they had that, the Magic Million. So I've stolen both.
See, chicks have handbags. See, our problem is whatever we steal, we've got to put in our suit coats.
And I come from a long line of thieves.
Some of the best in Harvey Bay.
Yeah. Well, no, my grandmother.
She was notorious.
Famously, we would take Granny. Her favourite thing to do would be to go to the seafood buffet or the buffet at Marina Mirage.
Yeah, and she'd wrap up all the baked goods and take them in a serviette.
No, she'd wrap up the prawns in the serviettes and put them in a handbag.
Yeah, and Ash got accosted at once saying, we know what she's doing. And what do you mean?
Yeah, the manager came over to me and said, listen, we know what your grandma's doing. She's got prawns in a handbag. And
a kilo of prawns in the handbag.
I don't think it was a kilo, but it was enough for a meal the next day.
You got to let your grandma steal it. Well, I stole these glasses. I didn't have a bag at the time. I've since learned take a big bag, not these little clutches. They're useless for flogging stuff. But I put 6 glasses up my dress and hooked them underneath into my underwear and walked out with clang, 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 clang.
What on earth?
Actually, I had 8. I had 8 glasses.
8 of them? How?
And that's how I don't know, it's a gift. And then I stole one of those Moët kind of gold ones as well from the Magic Millions.
Where'd you stick
and
that?
I did that by dancing out because I kept I put it behind my back and then I spun and then I put it at the front. They actually had security to stop me from stealing that.
So your dress was like sort of flowing outwards or whatever.
Yeah, and I was just kind of spinning out. Oh, thank you for a lovely evening. And they're like trophies in my house. I'm like, yeah, I stole that from there. And I stole that from there. But 13, 24,
I'm glad
10.
you're not making people drink from those glasses.
Yeah, well, I've washed them since.
Right. Just give them a quick wash.
But they're great for the boat. You can take them out on the boat, the plucky ones.
Yeah, 'cause
I've replaced, the rod holders, the little clips that you have on your boat? They're perfect for the stems of the Moët glasses.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've taken all the rods out and replaced it with champagne flutes. But yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Well, before the break, we were chatting about things we've stolen. I'm guilty of going to horsey events and flogging all of their glasses, usually plastic ones.
I've got security on you about that. So
they said they might send me a hamper instead.
Well, they'd rather that than you stick eight of your glasses up your skirt.
I sounded like one of those like hippie wind chimes when I was leaving.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It was like ding, ding, ding.
I might see a recreation of that. 8 glasses is pretty
It's like, oh, there's an ice cream truck coming down the road.
I was so
Mr.
proud of
Whippy, can you get
myself.
me a soft serve? And I had Granny stealing the prawns from the seafood buffet at Marina Mirage. Natasha out of Glen Eagle. What have you got?
Good morning, guys. So it's not actually me. It's actually my grandmother as well.
Oh, should we go into the cone for this? Is this something that needs to be secretive?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, loud and proud. All right, go for it.
So she likes to go to restaurants or cafes or anything like that and steal their plant cuttings. So, like, you know, their succulent stuff.
The succulents.
And she's notorious for it. And she'll take them back to the aged care home with her. And the next time we visit her, they're all dead anyway.
Oh, no. Oh, I mean, it's all right. That's so funny that's the thing she wants to see.
Yeah.
And she always asks for like a window seat or sitting out in the alfresco right next to the plants.
Definitely outside. And she'll get a little napkin and she'll pull it back up to the plants and rip them off and put them in a napkin.
There'd be dirt
Pretty funny.
everywhere. It's like such a weird thing to steal.
No. But that means she's travelling with secateurs. So don't try and mug this grandma
exactly.
because she's got weaponry in her
And
bag.
she's klepto because she's not even taking him home and looking after him. She's taking him to just dying. So
Right?
It's just the process of doing it that she's
It's the
getting
thrill.
off on. Yeah, the
Is
thrill.
she called
The thrill.
Winona Ryder by chance?
Oh yes. What was she stealing?
She was stealing clothes, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
she
It
just
was
did
clothes.
She just did it just for a kick as well.
Yeah. The thrill of it.
Interesting.
Who was
Who
doing it
else
down
do
at
we
Byron?
have?
Somebody was doing it down at Byron. Remember stealing dresses? Who was that? Someone
Ooh.
famous?
Do we need the cone for that
Oh,
too?
probably actually, maybe, yeah.
Hang on, we've got Alison
It was
out
Lauren
of Newbeat.
Phillips.
Now, Alison, was it you
No, it wasn't.
that stole? Who was it?
It was myself, yes. I borrowed or took possession of
What did you steal?
a hat stand from a pub. A hat stand.
I mean, the pub one is a completely different level because when you steal from a pub like that, like people steal those lit up Keno signs. They're electric, you know, like you got to plug them in.
Yeah.
So to get them out, you got to run decoys. You got to have
Yeah.
security on the other side of the building. You got to get the girl on the front desk to be looking. That's like a whole. That's like
It's a whole thing.
A prison escape. Seriously.
But a hat stand, it is near the front door though. So, you know,
Yeah.
again, just one little Beauty and the Beast kind of dancing twirl
Yeah,
with the hat stand.
But then
and
you're
out the
outside.
door.
You got to put it somewhere. You got, there's a whole thing. That's
Yeah, how did you get in the car?
I went to a wedding once, and after the wedding, after the reception, they had a huge, like a giant bowl of jelly beans. Like it was huge, and somebody stole that.
I stole a wheel of cheese.
It was one of my mates, and I had to go. You can't do that. Like just, and I took it back the next morning.
And you took the jelly beans
I took it back, and I went. Someone took this last night. I'll bring it back, and he thought it was me.
Yeah, of course he did.
Like,
Yeah.
of course he did. And the more that I protested it wasn't, even I started to doubt myself.
Who else have we got on the line?
Well, just anonymous.
This is anonymous.
But anonymous
Cone.
wants to go K5,
Oh,
so
cone,
we're
in
going to
the
hit the cone.
Okay. Anonymous, we are in the cone.
Hi.
What did you steal?
I stole I might have been a party to stealing a cross from a church.
Oh,
I know.
I don't know why we're being anonymous because Jesus is watching.
No, he
I
can't.
know.
No, he hasn't got
Well,
access
we
to the
know.
cone.
But hey, just thought I'd better protect all my interests. You know.
Where did you take it from in the church? Was it sort of on the side? Was it on a wall? Or
It was outside and it was nighttime and it was one of the illuminated ones.
did you think, that'd be cool in my bedroom? I'll hang it from the ceiling?
What was it? Illuminated what?
An illuminated cross from the front. I know what you're
Cross.
talking about. Is it kind of backlit?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a thing. They're usually the Lutherans usually have those. So
Wow.
where is it now?
Lutherans.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you where it was. It was many, many years ago in my younger day when we just had no clue about anything. There was no reason for it. We just thought it would be good. Fun.
That's all right. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
It's bad
I
if you
just-
believe in that sort of thing, like stealing a cross. Like you're dancing with the devil there, aren't you?
You're on the
I tell you what,
highway to hell.
Yeah.
And where were you when
know.
Jesus was about to get put on one? That would have been handy if you'd stolen that one.
That's it.
Kidnap. Oh, I don't know what to go.
Oh, we're all getting in trouble this morning. Sorry, Jesus.
The Lutheran's going to be all over us.
Oh, shout out to the Lutherans.
Shout out
Oh,
to the
no, they
Lutherans.
can't hear us anyway.
Oh, they can't hear us. Yeah, you're all right.
Let's
Yeah,
get
but
out of here. Let's get out of here.
Hang on.
They forgive us.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
All right,
Oh,
Joel
this is big.
Creasy is back in Brisbane. Actually, I think he's flying to Brisbane today. The Brisbane Comedy Festival continues. Now, tonight and tomorrow, Joel Creasy, he puts on a hell of a show. And there's still tickets available, actually, for tonight at the Tivoli if
Really?
you'd like to go along. And Joel,
Go on, you snap
good
up
morning,
that.
my friend. This is your 15th solo show. Is that right?
I don't know how that's possible because I'm only 22.
Exactly.
It is my
Ridiculous.
15th solo show. And do you know what's nice about, I feel like I found my place in the Australian comedy community. Like, I know who I am. I am the Cameron Diaz of Australian stand-up comedy. Like, I know I'm not going to win any awards for my comedy, but, I'm going to give you a good laugh. I'm a blockbuster type girl,
No,
like,
you're there
I
for
put
the
on a
people.
show.
You're there for the
Yes.
punters, not your peers. That's what I always say every time I don't win an award is I'm here for the punters, not
Same.
the peers.
Yeah, I'm not performing for the back of the room. I'm not performing for the comics up the back of the room because they're not coming to my show.
Also you're too pretty. You're too pretty. They're all
Oh
jealous.
my gosh, Nikki Osborne, how
And you're
kind of you. Thank
successful.
you very much.
I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, keep
You
going.
can't be those
I
two
could stay here
things
all day.
and win an award.
Oh, yeah, no,
Not in
allowed.
comedy. No,
Yeah,
you've
but
got to
no,
be
it's a-
angry.
Yes, and it's my last. And I don't know. Tomorrow night, Saturday night at the Tivoli, sold out. Everyone wants to go. I don't know what's going on Friday night. So if people have, 500 of their closest friends that they want to bring along, feel free. I
I can't
come on
believe
in.
that. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
day in Brisbane. I think Brisbane people just sort of wait to the last minute on a Friday. So we'll just
That's what I'm
assess
telling
our
myself.
options.
That is
And a lot of
absolutely
them
what I'm telling
aren't
myself.
tuned in. They're not dialed into kind of what's happening. So this is good. Everyone, go and watch Joel because it's an absolute treat. Grab all your friends and go along.
You can
It's
get
a good show.
Tickets at livenation.com.au if you'd
What-
like to head along tonight.
What is the what are you where are you going with it? What's the show?
Well, it's about the show is it's called Thanks for Being Here, and it's really just like when I came up with that title, it sounded like I was passing away, and I was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm a
morning, win the day.
barnacle. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so it's really just an hour of laughs. I love making people laugh. I think sometimes people think I've got some ulterior motive to my comedy, and it's like, no. I just want you to come along and have a little holiday in your head. I don't do any crowd work. I keep the bar open. I will not judge you if you get up, because I know that feeling of pain when you've finished your wine in a show and you want to get up and go to the bar, but you don't want the comic to pick on you, being like, where are you going? I don't like your Hawaiian shirt. Like, I leave that to Husey. That's Husey's
You're on a
territory.
date, mate.
Yeah. So
I
no,
like that. So you can have a drink during the show. That's
You're
cool.
safe. You're safe is
Oh,
what he's
that's
saying.
good, Joel.
And
I
I'm
need to
very-
do that.
'cause-
When people go to the toilet, I have a go at them. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
do
you need to
you?
shake hands with the unemployed. Yeah, I probably should stop that. You're doing the
No,
right
I'm-
thing.
I always think that if people have bought a ticket to my show, particularly on a Friday or Saturday, there's more than just the ticket involved. There's, dinner, Ubers, babysitters.
It's a
So
thing.
if you're coming along, I will do the work for that hour. It's a joy, Nikki. So
Yes.
and the crowd can sit back, relax, laugh, hopefully, and have a drink, and then we can go out to the Beat Mega Club after.
Nice.
Oh, see, I reckon people will be signing up for that. So, yeah, go see Joel and then go to the beat afterwards with him.
And we've got
And-
double pass to give away
Oh, do we
right
have
now.
double pass?
This is to tonight's show, 13/24/10, the Brisbane Comedy Festival. As Joel said, tomorrow night sold out, but tonight, get your tickets to see Joel,
And by the way-
livenation.com.au. Yes, David.
No, the Tivoli, it's such
love the
such a
Tivoli.
great venue. You've got that long bar that's just to the right of the
rock and
stage.
roll,
You can get
isn't
the
it?
drinks, and for the artists, it's cool. Backstage has a real vibe about it. So it's
The
a really
backstage
yeah.
is so cool.
Isn't
I
it?
love the backstage at the Tivoli. It's one of those theatres that I do invite friends backstage because some of
Yes.
them you think of rock and roll,
Yeah.
and it's so stale.
It's a white room.
backstage.
Joel, not to name drop, but I'm going to. I interviewed Noel Gallagher backstage at the Tivoli when he did a gig there one day.
In that room.
In that back room. And he said, this has got a great rock and roll feel to it, doesn't it? Even he feels it.
Tim
The walls
Blackwell will be
talk.
so jealous of that story.
We did a Nova showcase there once, Joel. You know, one of those showcases where
Yeah.
you know, what they get all the people. Those people. I don't know what the people were. There was just a bunch of people in the room, and then
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
great.
like,
I love people.
okay, breakfast show. Then you had someone going, okay, the drive show's next. I don't know if you did it. It might have been. I'm sure Tim was there.
Because
he was
been everywhere.
He was rolling around that green room like he was Oasis. Like you can imagine him.
That's my boy. That's
Like,
my man, you know.
I've been
That's
with
Captain,
Timmy
my
several
captain.
times to the Tivoli, and he puts it on. He lays it on thick.
I know he did float the idea of coming up to Brisbane with the team, and I was like, oh god. I was like, okay, strap in, but no, other plans have arisen for them. But it's the last 2 nights also of my tour, so I'll be putting some serious back into it. I'm pumped. I love Brizzy crowds because I'm a Perth boy, so I find the audience is
similar,
quite
right?
similar. Yeah.
They are very similar. And are you going to record this? Are you going to record this one?
There's some pretty
Oh, it's a bit naughty.
juicy, naughty, scandalous
I'll take that as a
stories
no.
in there that
No, fam.
Yeah.
What happens at the Tivoli stays at the Tivoli.
All right,
Yes, exactly.
livenation.com.au.
Go and get there tonight.
If you want the tickets tonight. Joel Creasy, thank
thanks,
you.
legends.
Cheers, mate.
See ya.
Chuckers.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Queensland! It's a miracle! Oh, yeah!
Access All Origin.
Cheer on the Mighty Maroons as they take on New South Wales. All thanks to Shell V-Power, fueling Queenslanders.
Oh, the envy of anyone interested in Game 1 next week. The final spot now, Access All Origin draw.
I love watching the phones light up, Mitch. You can see how keen people are for these tickets.
And, you know, they probably listen along.
Passionate.
Dean Lewis there, something slow, something emotional, and all of a sudden Paddy just drops in and Queenslander just ruins
I
the
know,
whole
it was
vibe.
quite funny. It was like you're taking the piss out of poor Dean Lewis.
Oh, maybe a
Never.
little bit.
Never.
But so we're about to give away silver double pass, yeah? But then later we're giving away the Access All Origin. And
Yep.
that's today's. It's all happening today. Aren't we giving away Bruno as well?
Yeah, we've got a big hour coming up.
All right, who's winning the double pass?
Nick out of Rothwell.
G'day, how are you?
Nick.
Good.
Tell us.
You had an Origin, mate. You had an Origin.
Oh, mate, I'm stoked.
But first of all, which team are you going for on Wednesday night?
Queensland. Always Queensland.
Give him the dong.
Thank
Give him the dong.
goodness.
You just got dong.
Nick from Rothwell. And you know that you could potentially end up having access to everything else as well. So you got to make sure you keep listening to the show.
I will. Been trying all week.
So you're from Rothwell, Nick. I grew up in Rothwell. I did my high school years in Rothwell.
What high
over
school?
near the aerodrome. I went to Grace.
Oh, Grace.
Grace Lutheran. My mate
Yep,
Shane
that's
Jarvis
the
went
one.
there.
Oh,
Got
really?
some money then.
Oh, well,
What did he
not
say?
me. The parents had a little bit.
Oh, you got some money.
Hey, look, we still lived in, well, we called it Roswell at the time because we were just waiting for aliens to land on the wetlands there. It had that vibe. Anyway, you must be pumped. Who are you going to take to the Origin?
I think I might take the daughter with me. She's playing football at the moment, so...
I love
She'll be
hearing
stoked.
that.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing that more and more. Guys are taking girls. This is good.
I'll tell you what, you watch the rugby league, just watch the coverage on Channel 9 or Fox, whatever it is. And just when they do usually when they're kicking for goal, you look at the amount of girls in the crowd. It's like the league has huge female numbers. In the crowd. It's actually
and the
awesome.
women's game in rugby league is just getting bigger and bigger each and every year.
It is
Girl
fantastic.
power.
I coach an under-13s girls side, the Moreton Bay Raiders, so...
Good on you.
It's what we're seeing it come through is awesome.
Good on you, brother. Well, keep your phone on.
You're living it.
Keep your phone on. Answer it if we call you.
Oh yeah, if you win the upgrade, you'd be able to take your daughter into the dressing sheds on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on game day when it's all set up, it's ready to go. The jerseys are out, everyone's got their locker number, and mate, it'll be pretty special.
I'll win the Best Dad Award for the year, I think.
Definitely.
It'll be like a preview of what's ahead for you. If your daughter's a bit of a prodigy, she'll be there one day.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
All right, good luck, mate.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I've been watching the news the last few days. This story in Bundaberg intrigues me about this young 17-year-old girl, Phoebe Bishop, who's just disappeared, and the circumstances around her disappearance, which are now being treated as suspicious. I don't know if you've heard about it, but she was, apparently travelling to the airport to go see her boyfriend in WA. And a flatmate said they drove her, I think, to the airport, and but she never boarded the flight. There's no evidence that she entered the terminal either, and no CCTV vision of her entering the
Right, so
the
it
terminal.
looks like she never actually got dropped off. Is that what you're saying?
It looks like that.
And there's been a couple of crime scenes.
The house that she lives in is now a crime scene, and obviously also the car that she was driving. But I was watching actually Claire Todhunter, the 9 News reporter, yesterday, talking about it with all the latest, and I believe Claire is still in Bundaberg covering for Channel 9 News and the Today Show today, and joins us now. Good morning, Claire. How are you?
Morning, guys. I'm good. How are you going?
Yeah, good. I mean, I sort of breezed over all the facts, but it's just pretty fascinating and intriguing. I mean, what has happened to this girl, and what's the latest this morning?
Oh, well, we haven't gotten much out of investigators over the last 2 days since they first declared this missing persons case as suspicious. They are kind of keeping it to themselves, holding their cards close to their chest. But at the moment, we don't have anybody in custody. No arrests have been made. But there are a number of people who are known to Phoebe, the 17-year-old girl who is missing, who are assisting police with their inquiries. And two of those people are her housemates, who should be living with at a house in Gingin. Now, that house is a crime scene that is being processed by police, and so is the car belonging to the housemates too. But as I said, nobody is in custody, and those two are just assisting police with their inquiries at the moment.
And the police have been very clear in the way that they've kind of worded when they've been talking to the media, but in terms of where the investigation is at, are they treating it as a missing person or far worse?
At this stage, it is still a missing person investigation. They won't say if any homicide detectives are involved. It is a missing persons case at this point in time. And Phoebe's family is still very hopeful that she'll be found too. It has been 8 days now since she's been seen. Her bank account hasn't been touched. Her social media hasn't been used and her phone has been off. But, you know, her family is working really, really hard and posting a lot of messages online, trying to reach her and hoping that she'll be found.
It's such a tight-knit community too, that whole area up there, Bundaberg and Gingin. And she was so young, like you mentioned, Lutzi, 17 years of age, but she wasn't living at home, was she? I've seen her mother making pleas for her to for assistance and putting up flyers around town. But what was her domestic situation?
Oh, I'm not across her domestic situation other than she was living with these older housemates at a house in Gingin. She didn't live far from her mother and worked with her mother too. But, yeah, as you said, Gingin is a very small town. It's about 40 minutes outside of Bundaberg. I think the population is 2,000 people or less. So it's really hitting that community hard. It's a very tight-knit community. And there are posters searching for Phoebe all over town in every window of every business. And, you know, this is all that everyone's talking about.
And so basically they're asking for anyone who's seen anyone who has CCTV vision of would locate the car.
Any information.
Any information, really. Also, weirdly, what they found at the house, Claire, like some dead animals, is that right?
Yeah, a number of dead dogs were found at the property this week. So that's among the things that have been removed by forensics this week. We have seen a few evidence bags being brought out of the house, but we don't know what was in them, what they were looking for or what they found. As you said as well, they are certainly appealing for CCTV and dash cam. That is mostly for any vision of the car that belongs to these housemates. That is a grey Hyundai iX35. Police are really trying to verify what the movements were of that car last Thursday around the Bundaberg and the Gingin areas.
It's just so crazy that in a town like that no one's seen anything. Yeah. It's such an intriguing case, and we hope that for the sake of, obviously, for a family and everything, that we find it okay. But and are you sticking up there? I guess the investigation just continues, Claire.
Yeah, we're just waiting for any developments. I'm at the front of the Bundaberg Police Station now. There's quite quite a lot of media out here as well that have travelled up from Brisbane, and we're just trying to be across any of the next movements that, police are only revealing the things that they don't think will compromise the investigation at this point in time.
Right.
And we'll have to leave it up to them.
Well, we'll hope for positive news and stay up to date with it on Channel 9. Thank you, Claire. Appreciate it this morning. Claire Todd-Hunter from Channel 9.
Thank you.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Oh yeah, it's all happening this weekend. It just rolls on every weekend. Like there's no slow days. It's just incredible. Of course,
there's no buy round.
There's no buy round. Look, I'm so excited tomorrow for the Star Stradbroke season continuing. The Doom and Cup Day tomorrow. Like even
go and steal some glasses.
Yeah. Well, I would, but you've just told the head of security, my mate Adele,
you'll blow out.
So now that
that's your fault for letting him listen
now.
to the show.
No, he loves the show. He's a fan of the show. And he says you're all right. He's going to give you a gift hamper next time you're at the Magic Millions. So you stop stealing.
Cool plan. I like
so
that.
you've got no room up your pants to store anything else.
Never underestimate what Nikki can fit in those pants of hers.
I've got big pants.
Yeah, I've got big pants. So that's tomorrow. Doom and Cup. Even Mum at Burnborough, they're having pre-drinks. It's a whole thing. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. So looking forward to it. I'm heading out there with the 4X crew.
Should be perfect weather too.
Absolutely perfect for 4X Doom and Cup Day tomorrow. So good luck to everyone who's heading out to that. We'll try and give you a tip for the Cup later in the show during sport at 8 o'clock actually. What else is happening? There's a heap going on. A Brookfield show for those out that way. That's a huge day out. For the Brookfield people in the vicinity. Obviously great for the kids as it always is. There's Lego competitions this year. Pig races. How good's that?
It sounds
Big
like
pigs
fun.
or little pigs?
I don't know what the size of the pigs are, mate, but there's pig races.
I'm getting to the age where that appeals. Like
I get around that.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I don't think they can do it anymore, but back in the day at my local fete, they used to grease the pig up and kids would chase it. You'd have to catch the pig. I think that's been shut down because of the,
Well, Peter's not letting Buck the Bronco
Peter ain't letting that happen.
Yes.
Peter the Pumpkin Eaters.
Yeah, there's fireworks and everything at Brookfield, so that's a great one. Now, the Dackerman Hotel, I went out to the official, the VIP opening last week, but it's officially open now.
Really?
And if you live out that way, Dackerman, so in my mind, as you go on the, like
Northwest.
if you're going home like you do, Nikki, on the Bruce Highway, wherever it is, you've got North Lakes on the right, Dackerman sort of on the left, and there's this fantastic new hotel from the makers of Eaton's Hill and Sandstone Point. The nightclub actually opens tonight. There's DJs and bands all weekend.
How good.
Incredible venue. And they have
it looks fun. And yet they know how to do it. Like they just know how to get it done.
To do it.
Yes.
And they have a screen around the bar, which is almost like that Halo screen at SoFi Stadium. So it's a one continuous screen. It's the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere. It's absolutely nuts.
What, a bit like the Sphere, but
yeah, what kind of a sphere?
With a round
like a horseshoe.
A horseshoe kind of thing around the bar. Horseshoe bar.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So you got to check that out. They've got DJs and bands all weekend. Also, Joel Fletcher is playing tonight at Eaton's Hill. If you haven't got tickets and you're a Joel Fletcher fan, get on board there. That's going to be great.
All the Joels are happening, aren't they?
Speaking of
Joel
Joels,
Fletcher.
I'll mention that again. Joel Creasy, you're right, Nikki, at the Tivoli tonight. He's bringing his comedy chops to the Tivoli. That's tomorrow night as well. Tickets still available for tonight. That is going to be large tonight. You can kick onto the beat if you're with Joel afterwards, which, as you said, Nikki, sounds almost better than actually the gig.
He did kind of promise it, and often after big shows like that, it does kick on and it becomes rather memorable.
Well, tonight's going to be huge in the Valley, obviously, with this weather. The Gabs Beer Festival at the Brisbane Convention Exhibition Centre. That's tonight or today and tomorrow. They were talking beer, wine, food, and music at that festival. That's an absolute crack. You can try all sorts of different beers, including the Broken Bay Pearl features 1,000 oysters shucked in a beer. I mean, what more do you want in life? Fantastic stuff. And, of course, the usual suspects, the city, everything's going off. Enjoy yourself. Should be an absolute cracker right around Brisbane this weekend. Get involved.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's Caller of the Week.
I like this music. I feel like someone should give me a fresh gin and tonic, and like Alice from the Brady Bunch should walk out and go, "Oh, Nikki, here's another G&T." And then I pick up my pink vacuum and vacuum and smile. And then kiss my husband as he walks in the door.
Don't forget to make some postcards.
I make some postcards, and then I organise all my friends, especially Carol Brady, to go on a hot girl walk. Anyway, let's talk to our caller of the week. Who was it?
Well, it was back from Monday. We were doing I think off the back of something you said, Nikki. What went wrong at the funeral, and what else went on when you were at the funeral? What went wrong? And Scotty from Homeview gave us a call.
I went to my grandmother's funeral, and they asked me and my brother to be pallbearers at the last minute. I'm 6'1", he's 5 foot.
Oh no, I can see what's happening here.
So I've had to actually walk down with the coffin on my shoulder with my knees bent, waddling so that I can be the same height as him.
Oh,
You basically did a CrossFit session out of there. Sounds like you're busy at work at the same time.
I'm actually at Subway.
Well, it's that time of the morning again. Are you getting some Subway into you or what?
Might be back
Chicken teriyaki one?
Yeah. Scotty from Homeview.
How you going, guys?
Mate, what do you smash into you at Subway over mornings?
Same as Nikki.
Usually a classic chicken with bacon.
Oh, that's where I used to go.
That's safe in the morning.
You go the white bread, you go the whole meal, honey oat. What's your deal?
No, I'd go the Italian herb and cheese.
Now we're talking.
Oh, hello. He doesn't muck around.
He knows his order. 6 or 12?
12.
Come
always.
on, mate. What are you talking about? what do you think he is?
Just checking.
I've never even attempted a 12 before. I don't think I could fit it in.
Yeah, you could. You can fit in 8. You can fit in 8 cups and whatever it was up that. Okay.
Well, you could always get it and then keep it in the fridge for later if you can't finish it.
Yeah,
that's true, but not if you go a hot one. You can't you can't hit the balls like the meatballs later. You can't fridge that.
You could reheat those meatballs.
We'll just tell your mum we ate it.
Give yourself credit.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, well, you get an Ashes Gone Fishing bucket hat, my friend. So, take a picture of you doing something out and about.
Pictures of you.
Even if it's you ordering the Subway, and then send it to me. I'm going to put together a calendar. Yeah, a whole community event
for your fridge.
Based on it. It'll be a fete or something like that, where everyone will come and just look at pictures of everyone dressed in the Ashes Gone Fishing bucket hat.
A hot calendar.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an event.
You're getting more than just a hat, though. You're also getting a dry harder towel and something from Lutz.
Yeah, and you get my What Would Lutzy Do stubby cooler, which is pretty high quality, actually.
You sound so excited this morning, Lutzy.
I'm actually.
Sometimes I feel like I've got to twist the thing on your back to wind you up again.
I'm circling Joel Creasy's head right now with a pen.
Oh, yeah, you're a real scribbler.
Yeah, I'm scribbling a lot lately.
Take another one of your.
I didn't have my Neurogum today.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
Nikki, if I had to guess, I would have gone, nah. He's not been very good today. I don't reckon he's taken the Neurogel.
It's absolutely right.
Yeah. No, there's no pep in his pop. You need those pills.
I know. I DM'd him
saying
you become
dependent. Yeah.
And I went, thanks.
You're the biggest advocate for them ever. I'd never heard of them.
Thanks for taking them.
And now they've popped up in my algorithm because they rejected 30 mil on Shark Tank.
Did they really?
They did. And they said, no, we got this. And then in the first year, it was like 100 mil.
Oh,
it's
really?
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they know their stuff. So, yeah, you've infiltrated my feed. But anyway, that's got nothing to do with the dude on the phone.
Until we get freebies.
Grabs Scotty. He's gone. He's gone make
Scott's
a Subway.
gone.
Call of the week, number 16. He's off.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Queensland! It's a miracle! Oh, yeah!
Access All Origin.
Cheer on the Mighty Maroons as they take on New South Wales. All thanks to Shell V-Power, fueling Queenslanders.
Yeah, Shell V-Power, they're coming out and they are not messing around. We've got a captain's run access. An empty Suncorp Stadium, just you and a mate. And Scotty, our winner from last week, heading along on Tuesday, Wednesday, access into the sheds.
Yes.
Before the game, you'll see it all set up. See what the players see when they come in pre-game. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday night. So there's some exclusive events happening at the Lord Alfred Hotel. You've got tickets to all of that, as well as an upgrade.
We've got Trivia Tuesday there. And then the game day event itself, Mitch, this is an amazing prize.
The Lord Alfred is just next level at the moment. Loving it.
And you move on from the silver double pass that you won by getting into the draw to diamond seats, the best seats at Suncorp Stadium. But you got to answer.
So good.
Got to answer the phone call.
5 rings.
5 rings it is.
We've got Lockie on the fiddle fingers. That's one ring. One ring.
Hello?
Okay, hello, who's this?
This is Annie.
Okay, this is Annie from Beerwah.
Yes, that's me.
It's Ash, Lutzy and Nikki. You're live on Nova. We're ringing you up to tell you that you've just won the ultimate Origin experience. Access all Origin.
Way.
And I'm giving you the dog.
Oh, my God.
Hang on, this is Annie. Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's
This is Annie. Are you okay? I'm feeling okay now.
I bet you
oh,
are.
my God.
Congratulations.
I'm excited for you, Annie. This is great.
Oh, thanks, guys. This is so good. I'm so excited.
You sound emotional.
Is Annie a Queenslander?
I'm the biggest Queenslander, yes.
Yeah.
And I just bought a Queenslander scarf since I won the tickets. We got beanies.
Oh, yeah, good.
We're ready.
I think
Who are you
we've got a
taking?
bit of merch that we can give you as
My
well.
hubby.
You're taking your hubby.
Get out. Yeah, date night. Drop the kids off to my mum's and off we go.
Oh, you manifested this because she's already planned the babysitting and everything. This is great. Oh, well, you have the
this
best
is
time.
So good. Oh, this is amazing. Thanks, guys, honestly.
And make sure you maroon up on Wednesday night as well. I mean, that goes without saying, of course, if you're going along there, make sure you
We
want
like
to see that sea of maroon just flooding down the Caxton.
I think we'll do a bit of merch. We can probably throw.
Yeah, I think we've got
throw Annie's way.
We've got some that we can give you as well, and all of these fantastic experiences.
Huge, yeah. It's all happening at Lord Alfred from Mad Monday. Coming up Monday night, insider stories from our own legends. You get the food and drinks package as well. Trivia Tuesday, and then a game day event at the LA as well.
That includes a 3 hours of food and drinks package as well on game day.
Okay, that's dangerous.
Oh my God,
that is a bit dangerous.
Kickoff's not until 8:10.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be well sorted by then, but yeah, you might need a 3
pace
nights
yourself.
of babysitting there. And we're going to need to take those silver double passes off you because you're getting diamond seats for game day on Wednesday night.
Oh, my God. Thank
no better
you.
seats. In the
Oh, my God. Oh, this is insane.
insane.
It's crazy.
You're right,
It's
Ash.
crazy.
Nikki said it. You actually do now have better seats than what we do. So congratulations. Enjoy. Go Queensland on Wednesday night.
Yeah, better seats than Billy Slater has.
And cheer on the Mighty Maroons as they take on New South Wales. All thanks to Shell V-Power, fueling Queenslanders.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I was just reading the news that Alicia sends us. There's a woman in America, a news anchor, who just did a full breakfast broadcast in labour.
Yeah, I think we've got some audio.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Olivia Jakewith.
And I'm Julia Dunn. We do have some breaking news this morning. Literally.
Yes.
Olivia's water has broke.
That's
and
right.
she is anchoring the news now in active labor.
Early labor.
We've been
Let's
doing
not
the
get carried
contractions.
away.
She's now, timing her contractions.
We'll see. I'm going to
and
pay
she's,
attention.
2 minutes apart?
Well,
Maybe
I'm
today.
happy to be here, and I'll stay on the desk for as long as I possibly can. But if I disappear...
We're so happy for you. She's
That's
2
what's going
days
on.
overdue, so she wants this baby.
That's right.
Baby out. But
all right, so if my baby does come today, Craig, how's the weather looking?
Not so great. Jeez,
Wow.
she's hanging. They're working right up. That's pretty full on, isn't it? There must be
It's
someone
interesting.
There must be someone waiting in the wings going, I'm ready to fill in, Sophie.
She wants that job.
I'm ready. I'm ready when Nancy said, you ain't filling in for a second, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying?
I think that could be the dynamic.
Honestly.
I mean, when I went into labour, I'd planned this morning where we were going down the Mornington Peninsula, this is down in Victoria, to go and have my last breakfast. And it's at this cafe that I loved on the beach, and I was determined to do it. So we still did it. So I'm sitting there having this delicious meal, having contractions, but I just wasn't going to miss out on my morning. And then we went back, and he farted around forever to come out well. So, it was like another day and a half before it arrived. So I'm glad. I could have hosted 3 days of Nova in labour.
When you're getting contractions, are you supposed to go to the hospital at that point, or what? What's the go?
No, when they're 5 minutes apart.
What are you, Mitch? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at Lockie, who's his baby's going to be out in the world within a couple of weeks, and he's just sitting back, just like, no, that's.
I'm
not
right in the middle of this right
not
now.
what you do.
Oh, is he just dismissing me? Was he?
Yeah.
Tell you what, they don't tell you. Like Jodie went in at 11 o'clock when she had Archie, and she didn't have Levi rather, and she didn't have him until 8 o'clock in the morning. It was 9 hours that they just left her in the bed with the happy gas.
Yeah.
I'll say it again.
They just kind of let you do it
with
yourself.
The happy gas.
What, self-medicating?
Voodoo was self-medicating.
Oh, I
had that happy gas going. non-stop. It was a hell of a good night.
Oh, well, did you hit the gas because they left you?
Nikki, I smashed that gas.
Oh, my God.
I smashed that gas.
Oh, that's so funny.
She goes, just breathe normally. Yeah, I go.
You're like sucking it in.
Oh, my God.
You were trying to take it through every orifice, I heard.
It's just...
Jeremy just read the paper. In fact, they designed a whole hospital around Jeremy. He was the case study. They invented, our obstetrician, we later found out, because Jeremy just read the paper the whole way through, going, you're doing well, darling, good job. And then, they created the Cradle, which was meant to be a 5-star hospital for, couples who are, have money and just want more of a hotel resort experience.
Oh, yeah. Heard about this.
And I booked in for that because I had free health insurance thanks to Australian Unity, because I did their campaign. And so we checked into there and went, we're gonna use this. And it was our obstetrician. She went, oh my goodness, I created this because your husband was just so absent during your labour. And we thought, this is perfect.
Wonderful legacy, Jeremy.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.